Hey guys, welcome back to another Strand TCG video, and today I will be ranking all the archetypes in Strand TCG Set 1 and the starter decks on a tier list. So, on the tier list, as you can see, we have S, A, B, C, D, and F tiers. So, S is the best, and S is the best, F is the worst. Also, real quick before I start, I tried streaming today. It didn't go so well, but I tried it, and so yeah, please don't watch them. Even unless you want to see pure cringe. But I tried streaming multiple times, but it was horrible quality, and then it would just randomly freeze. So yeah, but I might try streaming again soon. Anyway, let's jump right into the video. We're going to start off with the Shroom archetype. Now, the Shroom archetype is a pretty decent archetype. They don't completely flow together, but they have some good combos you can pull off with them, like the Master Shroom, Spore Shroom, and Spiral Shroom, which if you can do that right, you can actually deal up to, let me think, you can actually deal, oh wow, so if you can get the combo all together, you can actually deal up to 6 hunger health per turn on your opponents if you get the full combo. That's really good, really good. So, but the Shrooms as a whole are pretty strong. Now, the fourth card, the Mind Shroom, isn't really part of the, it's a Shroom card and it works with the Shrooms, but it doesn't work with them. It kind of works by itself and uses them for its own ability, but it doesn't help them as the combo. And the main combo is killing your Spore Shrooms and then reviving your Spore Shrooms repeatedly, and each time your Spore Shroom dies, you do damage, and then Spiral Shroom will kill your Spore Shroom, and when your Spiral Shroom kills your Spore Shroom, he does damage, so you can do you can just rack up damage with that. And it's once per turn, so you can just be doing so much damage with the Shrooms, so much damage. They're really powerful if you can pull off their combo. So, I'm going to rank them as an A tier. The Shrooms are a solid A tier. Next, we have the Eyes. Now, the Shrooms and the Eyes are the two biggest archetypes in Set 1. There is a Thief archetype, which will be on this tier list, and it was almost fully designed by server Chaos TCG, but the Eyes and the Shrooms are the two archetypes that I made for Set 1. So, the Eye archetype is an interesting archetype, and they are a support-related archetype, well, like most archetypes, but they're based around getting fixes. So, how they work is, if you discard the Stone Eye or Sand Eye, you can free play an eye from your deck, or discard, or hand. So, really strong. There's a lot of combos you can pull off with it, and sometimes it can feel like they're just infinite. There's never-ending eyes, which there could be. So there's Stone Eye, and when he dies, you can free play a Sand Eye or Dust Eye. When Sand Eye dies, you can free play a Dust Eye, and Dust Eye doesn't have an ability. So basically, if you can just kill Stone Eye from your hand, you get a free card. It would be a Sand Eye. And then also, the final card is a surprise card. It is the Eye of the Beholder, and it allows you to revive your discard eyes, but it's not the best card. But it's decent, but not the best. Since eyes are semi-aggro, they're more mid-range, but they are still going for a faster win. So a revival card that shuffles it in is not the best, but it's okay. So I'm going to rank the Eyes as a B tier. The Eyes are a B tier. Now this may... Now this video serves two purposes. One, so you guys can hear my voice and have Stranded content again. And two, so that when the meta has evolved, I can come back here and see what has changed. Maybe the Shrooms will be F tier and the Eyes will be S tier. Who knows? But that's one purpose. And then the final purpose, the third purpose, you could say, it is just so that you guys can know what archetypes are good in Strand TCG Set 1. So, the third one is the Thief archetype. The Thief archetype is only one of the Thief cards that are actually designed by me, and the other 3 were designed by server Chaos TCG. Yeah. So, the Thief archetype is a bit wacky. What they do is they try and steal your opponent's various things. Sort of. Not really. Sort of. So, the first Thief is the one I designed, Sneaky Thief. Sneaky Thief is a support card, and while he's in play, whenever your opponent has to pay coins for a card, they have to pay 1 more. So makes them have to pay more coins. You don't get their coin. You don't get their coin, but they have to pay one more. So it just is a decent card. It just makes your opponent's cards cost more, pretty much. But then Survey Chaos TCG saw those and decided to make a 3-card archetype to help it. So this is a 4-card archetype with the 3 cards that he made. So the first card being the Stranded Thief. Now, Stranded Thief is available in set 1 along with Sneaky Thief. And the other two, Thief King and Food Thief, will be available in set 1, but only if you purchase the Stranded TCG set 1 Advanced Pack. So, anyway, Stranded Thief is a card that is pretty decent. When you play it, once per turn, when your turn begins, so whenever your turn begins, one player loses a fix. If they do, you gain a fix. Really decent card. I mean, not really decent card, really good card. I really like the Stranded Thief. It's a really good standalone card. Standalone, but not really good for this archetype. The archetype does not flow as an archetype should. It's more like the Shiojian lava creatures from Chaos Galaxy, where they don't really combo with each other. So yeah, but he is a really good card. Like, Stranded Thief is amazing. It's a great card, but not for the archetype. So then we have the Food Thief. Now, the Food Thief's ability is that you can play him for free. Now, you can pay for the Food Thief. You're using your opponent's, you're using another player's coins. That's really good. So your opponent loses coins, and you get a free guy. And then he slowly kills himself pretty fast, so you only get him for a few turns. But that is there because, obviously, he'd be really overpowered if you just got a free guy off the bat. So he has to kill himself. He has to have some bigger negative. But yes, Food Thief is also a really, really good standalone card. Really, really strong. And then we have the card that ties them together, sort of. So it's a character card called Thief King. And now Thief King, when he's defeated, he revives all. He revives. You can put 3 thieves, and I'm pretty sure it says 3 thieves from anywhere, from your deck or discard, into your hand. So, really good. I mean, not really good, but pretty good. You can get 2 Stranded Thieves and a Sneaky Thief. And that's really good. Or you could get 3 Sneaky Thieves just right off the bat. That'd pump out so much fixes for you. So yeah, I'm gonna put the Thief archetype in C tier. Thieves are going in C tier. I would not recommend running a Thief deck unless you can make it be good, but I would recommend running each of the Thieves in their individual decks. Like, for example, the deck that runs Stranded Thief is typically also going to run maybe Food Thief. Maybe Food Thief is also a counter to the Eyes, since they typically will have good amounts of hunting coins. Food Thief is just a well-rounded card along with Sneaky Thief and Stranded Thief. Thief King is the only card that will probably not see much play, if any at all. Anyway, so those are the 3 archetypes in set 1. Now we have the 3 starter deck archetypes, also known as the clans. There's going to be 7 clans total, but but in set 1 there's going to be 3 in the starter decks. Set 2 there's going to be 2, and then set 3 there will be another 2. So, the clans. The first clan is the Doorlogs. The Doorlogs are a control archetype, and I'm not going to say all the cards because there's a lot of them, because once we get to the clans, the archetypes go from 4-card archetypes to like 8-card archetypes. So they're quite bigger. So the Doorlog archetype, I haven't done a ton of playtesting with it, but from what I have done, it is a pretty good archetype. So basically their whole thing is to slow the game down and cancel stuff out. Their purpose is to counter aggro decks like the Shrooms and the Saberglory clan. So they're going to go in B tier. Doorlogs are pretty good, not the best, but yeah, they're going in B tier. Next, we have the Saberglory archetype. I love these guys. I love them so much. They're inspired by Lord of the Flies, but they're like an island tribe, and they are an aggro deck. So very fast. You're going to be going fast with them, and they're so strong. But if you're going against Doorlogs hard counter them. So Doorlogs do really well against them. So I'm going to have to put the Saberglory archetype in. I'm going to have to put the Saberglory archetype in A tier. Actually, no. I'm going to put it in S tier. I think the Saberglory archetype is really good. Really, really good. So it's going to go in S tier. Alright, then we have the final archetype, which is the Hypotic Clan. Now, the Hypotic Clan is a mid-range archetype that has an interesting playstyle, mind control. They turn your opponent's guys into Yeppos, and then take the Yeppos to your side. Now, Yeppos are two different cards. There's Yeppo and Yeppo Soldier, and they're just generic cards, kind of, that you turn your opponents into. So, they're pretty decent. Their thing that makes them good is they can counter really well, I think. The shrooms, not the shrooms, sorry. Yeah, actually, no, they can counter the shrooms pretty well. But then also they can counter the door logs pretty well. So I'm going to put them in B tier. They're not super well. I mean, they're not super good, but they're decent. So they're going to go in B tier. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, so school starts really soon for me, in about 5 or 4 days, depending on when this video comes out. But yeah, school starts really soon. And once school starts, Stranded TCG, like, all work for Stranded TCG will drop exponentially down. Go straight down. So, unfortunately, that may hinder when this game will be released on the Game Crafter. But hopefully I'll still make videos weekly, but don't be too mad if I'm not making them weekly. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.